The Dinosaur Quarry in Dinosaur National Monument in Utah is more than just a spectacular exhibit of fossil dinosaur bones. Because the quarry preserves the bones in their original positions in the rock, it holds clues not only to individual dinosaurs, but to the world in which they lived and died, a world that existed 145 million years ago. The dinosaur fossils in the quarry range from broken, eroded fragments of bone to nearly complete skeletons. This suggests that these animals died of ordinary causes at various times and places, and had thus reached various states of decay before being buried together at this spot. What collected and buried the bones? The rock itself can tell us. It is made up of sand, gravel, and pebbles, such as you might find in a river. Other quarry fossils, including turtles, crocodiles, and freshwater clams, and clues in other rocks around the region, help to complete the picture. During what we now call the late Jurassic period, the quarry area was nearly flat and lay not far above sea level. A number of rivers flowed eastward from the mountains toward the sea. The climate was moderate, with enough rainfall to support an abundance of ferns, cycads, horsetails, mosses, and scattered strands of tree ferns and tall conifers. However, there were pronounced wet and dry seasons, when the rivers would overflow and flood broad areas, then retreat to a few main channels. It was during such periodic floods that one of these rivers collected hundreds of dinosaur bones and carcasses, swept them downstream, and scattered and buried them on a sandbar, as portrayed in the left portion of the scene. That sandbar, later solidified by long burial under other sediments, tilted to a steep angle by mountain-building forces and exposed by erosion, is now the site of the Dinosaur Quarry. Sauropods dominated the landscape around the river, reaching lengths of 60 to 85 feet and weights of 10 to 35 tons. These beasts were the most numerous and diverse animals of their time, and the largest land animals of any time. Like giraffes, they browsed on the foliage of the tall trees, and very likely traveled in herds, moving from place to place as food and water supplies dictated. The plate-backed stegosaurs and the small swift ornithopods browsed the lower-growing plants. Bones of Stegosaurus constitute about 15% of the dinosaur quarry assemblage, but the ornithopods are quite rare as fossils. This could be partly due to their smaller, more fragile bones, but they may have been uncommon in real life, filling a limited niche in the ecosystem dominated by much larger animals. The carnivorous dinosaurs of this time were also uncommon. They probably preyed on the smaller dinosaurs rather than the huge, massive sauropods. However, they may have scavenged as well, and sauropod carcasses such as those shown here, stranded by receding floodwaters, could have provided easy pickings for them and the crocodiles that lived along the rivers.